July 17th, the important deadline for $893 checks. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. I know in this video, I want to point out a very important deadline, which happens to be July 17th, as $893 checks will be going away after that date. Let's get into it and talk about what this means and who is eligible for this nearly $900. However, really fast before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side each and every day, watching the latest details hitting the wire, doing the research and breaking it all down into these short videos, as I truly want to help you out in any way that I can. As things are changing rapidly right now, it's a busy, confusing, and uncertain time, and again, I want to point out anything out there right now you can possibly grab and or take advantage of. So again, please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's get into it and talk about July 17th and the $893 checks on average. Who is eligible for them? What do you need to do to grab it? And what happens if you wait until July 18th? I'll give you a little hint. The money's gone. As of the end of the day, July 17th, when you wake up July 18th, that's it. Game over. It's gone. You can't get it back, okay? Let's talk through the details about this and who is eligible for this. So a few months ago, we got an announcement out of the IRS. The IRS came out with an announcement and they said, hey everybody, we have $1.5 billion sitting in our accounts right now for nearly 1.5 million people who still need to claim it. On average, the average person is going to get $893 as a result of that $1.5 billion that they have. And they said, you have until the end of the day, July 17th, to claim the money. If you wait until July 18th, the money's gone, and we're keeping it, okay? Let me talk you through the details a little bit further, because this is the reality of what's going on. So again, like I said, if this money is not claimed, guess who keeps it? Yes, it becomes the property of the Treasury of the United States. The United States Treasury will keep that $1.5 billion if it is not claimed, okay? Not a bad business to be in, right? I mean, seriously, how cool would that be? You're sitting on $1.5 billion and you say, hey, everybody, you can claim it if you want, but if you don't claim it, I'm going to keep it, and you don't get it back, right? Not bad. So this is where they currently sit right now. So let me ask you, do you want to grab your share of that if you are somebody who is on the list of the 1.5 million people who is eligible for it? Or do you want the Treasury to keep it for you? Well, I'm not sure about you, but I would certainly want it, right? Yeah, I think everybody's in the same position. So here's what it comes down to. And remember, this announcement was out of the IRS a couple months ago, and there have been some reminders on this. So let me give you the reminder on this, because the deadline is rapidly approaching, right? All right, so here's what they're saying. This comes down to those people who did not file a 2019 tax return, okay? Now, again, I do know that there are a lot of you here in this community that are fixed income beneficiaries who might think, I don't need to file a tax return. Okay, well, maybe you don't need to file a tax return. Okay, but let me throw this out there as well. By the way, this is not tax advice. This is not accounting advice. I do not know everybody's exact situation, but I can tell you this much. I do know this much. There are people out there who may not need to file a tax return because they are a fixed income or low income beneficiary, and they might not file a tax return. However, you may have refundable tax credits available to you, which could result in a tax refund. Even though you may not need to file a tax return, in some instances, fixed income and low income beneficiaries who do not file are leaving money on the table because you may have refundable tax credits that are available to you that you may not be claiming, and as a result of that, money left on the table, okay? So, of course, I don't know everybody's situation. Everybody's situation is very different, but this is the reality of what's going on. So, as a result of this, because remember back in early 2020, now remember, this is for 2019 tax returns. However, for the previous year, tax returns are filed early in the next year, obviously. So like in early 2023, we all went out and filed tax returns for 2022, right? That's just how it works. Tax day, right? April 18th is what it was this year in 2023. However, as a result of that, they give us 3 years to basically go back and claim money as a result of this. So that's what they're saying is, hey, the timeline is ticking away really, really fast here. And after that July 17th deadline is when the money is going to be going away after that date, is they basically said, we gave you 3 years. If you want to claim it, you can claim it. If you don't claim it, we're keeping it, okay? And that is exactly what this money is, okay? So As a result of this, if you have not filed a 2019 tax return, okay, remember what was going on in early 2020? Were we all thinking about our taxes and tax returns? I don't think so. In early 2020, the economy, the world was shutting down. Remember that? Early 2020, it was like February, March time, right around that April time. Things were really super weird. We were told to stay in our houses, don't come out, don't even peek your nose out. It's not allowed, okay? You're basically staying there. Watch some TV, watch some YouTube, knit a blanket, whatever you're supposed to do, whatever. Clean your house, I don't know. whatever we're supposed to do during that time, wear our pajamas 24/7, stuff like that, right? So that's basically what it came down to, is we were not supposed to do a whole lot of anything. So were taxes on our mind? Were our tax returns on our mind in early 2020? For most people, I'm going to say probably not, right? Well, as a result of that, that is why they pushed out the filing deadline. And again, why the deadline is July 17th. Now, generally, this deadline should have been April 18th this year, tax day. But instead, because of everything going on in early 2020, they pushed it out a couple months. Well, as a result of that, that is why we're getting now this July 17th deadline as well, okay? So to recap really fast here, IRS, they have $1.5 billion, $1.5 billion. Nearly 1.5 million people are eligible to receive this money who did not file a 2019 tax return in early 2020. They're giving you until July 17th to file that tax return and to claim your share of that $1.5 billion, okay? They said the average check is $893, okay? Now, obviously, some people will get a couple $100, some people will get a couple $1,000. The average is just under 900, 893 is what it comes down to. Anyway, this is basically a final report, a final warning on this, a final reminder if you want to, if you are somebody that falls into that category and you possibly forgot to file your 2020 tax return, you might want to look into it. Again, not tax advice, not accounting advice. I don't know everybody's situation, but there are instances, I know for sure, which, by the way, in my own little personal life, just to give you a little kind of side note on what I enjoy doing, this shows how cool I am. Not. I enjoy reading and studying the tax code. I know, right? That's my life. Seriously, there's something weird about it. I enjoy reading stuff like that. It's so intricate, all the details, something about it just like fascinates me. So that's what I do with my time, is I enjoy reading the tax code. I know, I'm really cool. I have a lot of friends. I really don't have any friends. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that for now. So if you are somebody that falls into this category, make sure to claim that money. If you wait until July 18th, it's too late. It's the property of the Treasury, and they're going to do whatever they do with it, which is probably something really smart. I'm obviously being sarcastic, right? Anyway, we'll see what they do with it. I don't know, but that's just what's going to happen here. So I just want to give you this quick reminder here as we rapidly approach the deadline here. This is what it comes down to. Make sure to check that out if this is somebody that, if you're somebody that falls into this category. If not, then obviously just disregard the information. Otherwise, I'll continue watching everything going on out there. It's a weird one. It's been a super weird year so far. I can't even imagine what the next few months are going to bring, as in between now and the end of the year. It's anybody's guess. Seriously, if you want to leave a prediction down below as far as what you think is going to happen between now and the end of the year, if you're right, I don't know. I don't know what I was going to do. Send you a trophy, send you an award. I'm not really sure, but seriously, it's anybody's guess at this point what's going to happen. Either way, please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day. Hope this one helps you, and hope you can put some cash in your pocket as a result of this short video. Enjoy, and catch you again later.